Hey guys, Cyber Dragon here. This is a weird what if I'm doing. So, firstly, if you guys seen the Carnage what if, like the last part for it, I told you guys I was going to put that on a hiatus, like a pause for a little bit. I'm wanting to step back from it for a bit so that I can rethink of what else, like how the story should continue, because I just thought mostly of the way how the stain part should have gone, and ahead of time, like when I first started it to, that's as far as I got. I thought I would get more, but not really, and I don't want to ruin the series by rushing it, so I figured I would step back from it for a while. It's not going to be cancelled, but it will be on hold for a little bit. If you guys want to help me come up with an idea of how the next part should go for that, I'm willing to listen, so yeah. But there's also some other what ifs I'm wanting to do too. Like what if Deku met Toga early. That one will most likely be the 400 special. But also like Noob Cybot I wanted to do, and the Gajio what if I'm gonna be doing it like in a month, because that's something special for me to do. I'm saving for myself. But this what if I thought of a while back, and I kind of thought, why not? You know, because I don't really see many people doing Yu-Gi-Oh! What ifs. I can understand why, but these are more or less powers I'm just gonna give him. So this one I had a bit of difficulties finding a way how to start it, but I kind of got an idea now. And the ship for this, not really so sure, honestly. Like, I could do a gender bend ship for you guys if you want, but at the same time, like, I'm not really sure on who exactly. So I'm gonna leave the ship up to you guys, more or less. Like, the most, like, for anti-venom, people said Kendo, so I'm doing Kendo, but someone wanted me to do Jiro so badly, and she's my favorite character to do a ship with, and just character in general. But at the same time, I want to diversify for other ships too, like Toga and Momo and whatnot. But yeah, so comment down below what you guys want the ship to be. I'm willing to listen. Or if you guys want me to do a Nijure ship, I'm not really sure like what if I should do for that. But yeah, so without further ado, let's get on with this one. We cut to Izuku Midoriya. So it is about 2 weeks before he goes to the Quirk Doctor. Oh, actually, no, wait. Not yet. He doesn't. Actually, not that point. He lives a pretty normal life so far. Being loved by his mother, but his mother, in one case, I will tell you her backstory a bit. She tried to baby trap Hisashi. Yeah, in this one, Inko would not be a good mother. Hisashi unfortunately died before Inko could even get any money for Mizuku for being born. She thinks, shit, what am I gonna do now? So, well, if the kid has a useful quirk, maybe he can become a hero and I can mooch off him for money. That's it. She's not a good person. I'm giving Izuku a bad life so far for this one. So, it is now, as I said, his life goes pretty normally. Inko, however, acts kind to him, so that she can get money off of him whenever he does become a hero. So, she does take care of him, and she treats him kindly, but realistically, as said, she's just after the money. So, it's the day of the Quirk Doctor, and the Quirk Doctor said, I am sorry, man, but your son is quirkless. And so to tell you that. Izuku's heartbroken, and Inko is mad. And she said, "Thank you, Doctor. I'll take I'll take him home now." "Alright, ma'am." And as soon as they get home, Deku asks, "Mom, can I still be a hero without a quirk?" Inko simply looks at him and "Shut the fuck up and get to your room, you useless shit." What? Go to your fucking room, I said. You useless shit. I do not want to see you right now. And don't you ever call me Mom again. And he doesn't understand, but he just goes. Inko is contemplating what to do now. She wants to punish him in some way. Deku just goes in his room, just feeling all alone right now. Doesn't know what to do exactly, or how to act. His mother has just called him a useless shit. And she doesn't even see him as a person right now. And after some time, he does go back to school. Inko has taken away a lot of his belongings. And when I mean a lot, I do mean a lot. He doesn't have a soft bed to sleep on. He doesn't really have anything other than a change of clothes to go to school and back home. And he barely gets fed right now. And he's being forced to do chores as well. A lot of different ones. So most what he's getting is a loaf of bread to survive for about 2 weeks. And has to, just kind of scavenge for some drinking water as well. Because at most she's giving him not a whole lot of hydration. Enough to barely survive. So he has to go and, drink from random lakes whenever he can. And school isn't any better for him either. He's getting constantly bullied for being quirkless, and he doesn't have enough strength to fight back. So this is somewhat feeding to a darker power inside of him that will not awaken. It won't awaken, but it will feed something else after a while. It has been about a year now. I think you go to a quirk doctor when you're 4, if I'm correct. So he's about 5 now. Inko is looking over the bills and shit. I could save some money by getting rid of that useless kid of mine. So I don't really see a purpose of keeping a kid who came and make me money. So I'm surprised if he won't kill himself by the time he's in middle school. If he's not dead before that. So she decides to tell Izuku to get in the damn car. Izuku's not depressed, depressed, suicidally depressed, but just very unhappy. He's angry at the world for how he's being treated. Quirkless. They are treated like garbage. Everyone treats them like garbage. And if you want to know how bad it is, in canon it's 20% the world's population is quirkless. But in this timeline, it's barely 1%. It's 0.5. So anyone who's quirkless is already deemed worthless. And either sent to an orphanage, which eventually most of the kids there just gets discarded or used for other shit. Actually, yeah, I'm just keeping it at 1%. I'm just actually gonna put it at 10% instead, because I feel I don't want to make all the 1A students dicks per se, because I am gonna do something like that. But even though I would hate to do that, I'm still gonna do that. So, but I'm just gonna make it 10% instead, so half. I'm retconning what I just said. But yeah, so most of the people at this world is deemed worthless. It is still rare. And if you definitely don't have a quirk, there's really no point. The people who doesn't kill the quirkless who doesn't kill themselves. So the population number when you're born is 10% chance that you're quirkless, but population-wise, it's only 5% of people who are quirkless. That is half of the quirkless people who either dies or commits suicide. So it's not the case of 10% of the population is quirkless, 10% that is born quirkless, and 5% that still remains, that hasn't committed suicide, died from a villain attack, or is being treated like shit and just having to settle with whatever they can get. And so, Inko drives Deku to a forest. I'm kind of thinking like the Beast Forest nearby the Wild Pussycats. That's my best guess I can do for now, because I don't really know any other forest. Deku asks his mother, so why are we here? Like Miss Inko. He can't even say her, like, he can't even say her last name, because she doesn't want the name Midoriya to be a word of weakness in a way, or being disgraced by a quirkless child like him. So, I am done with you, child. Sir, you worthless shit. I don't want to see you ever again, and this is where you're gonna die. So go. But it's a Miss Inko, like, no, go away now before I change my mind and kill you right here. He's frightened, so he walks into the forest. Inko gets in her car and drives off. Deku, we're cutting to about a week with Deku. He is right now scavenging for whatever he can find. Any leftover carcasses of whatever the wolves didn't finish, or any berries of such, or any plants that the rabbits are eating. Or if he can ever get lucky, even catch a rabbit. He doesn't know how to survive properly. He's been walking around the forest till he finds a cave. A weird looking cave. Well, it's not. So, as soon as he enters, he sees there's a couple torches lit. He thinks that, why is there torches here like this? What's going on? Till he finds a door with a giant seal on it. If you know what I'm kind of talking about, this is like a door like from the GX anime, from the, I can't remember when, like the U-Bell arc, basically. Before the final season, but like after the first few. So, I know that's a bad reputation, but let's just imagine the exodia seal, like, and the artwork behind him. And it's just a door. Which there are some slots for his exodia's arm to extend out. Now we'll cut back to Deku's thought, like, what is this door? And why is it so massive? And he went to go touch it, but before he could, he hears rustling behind the doors. Chains, it sounds like. He hesitates for a moment, but he hesitates for stamping back till an arm extends out through an open hole where the door is. So, he is scared, like, what is this? And then he hears it. Exodia, the Forbidden One. So, child. So, why have you come here? So, I was abandoned by my mother. And I came to seek shelter here. So, why did your mother abandon you? It's because I'm quirkless. So, what does this word mean? Quirkless. It's like a superpower. Abilities that people have. And I was unfortunately to be born without one. And so my mother abandoned me because she said I was useless. But what does she have say of what is of value, child? So well, kind of, but that's what most people in my school say too, that I'm worthless. The teachers doesn't even stop the bullying that I got, but that was about a week ago that I was abandoned. And so Exodia is thinking, he's been sealed away for thousands of years and been waiting for someone to come here to, well, practically make a deal. So, child, what is your name? Izuku. So, and Inko actually took his last name, wrote it off of his birth certificate, so he legally doesn't have a last name. Saying, is that your whole name? So, I used to be called Izuku Midoriya, but my mother took my last name. So, this mother you keep talking about, she doesn't seem kind. So, why do you keep calling her this? So, she's the only person I got, but... So, you're right. I don't think I can... So, I don't need her in that case. So, well, child, Izuku, I have a deal for you. A deal? What kind? I have been sealed away for thousands of years, and my power rivals even the gods themselves. And, so, fortunately, I can only be summoned out by people who are bonded with me. That's how I'm gonna do this. So, you're gonna see how I'm gonna explain the powers soon. But I need a vessel to use my powers. I am trapped here. I will grant you my powers, but that means you and I are bonded internally. And as such, I will be free in a sense. So, wait, I can get powers? Yes. Do you accept my offer for great power? He ponders this for a moment, but not for too long, for about a second. Yes, I will. What do I have to do? So, it's simple. break the seal that's on this door, and you will become the new seal for me. I must be said. That's how my powers work. You must become my new seal. Because he was sealed into stones, but now he's sealed into this actual wall. So the seals themselves will be part of Deku. Deku then asks how to break his seals. Think by simply touching the door. And the rest will go on his own way. So Deku does touch the door, and a burst of light illuminates the cave, breaking the seals and parts of the chains of Exodia. But not for long, because those chains now attach to Deku. You see the chains on Exodia's arms, and you will see the chains on his legs too. They will be on him, like the, restraints on Exodia's arms and legs will be part of Deku's world, symbolizing they are bonded. Linked for all of eternity, till the day Deku died. And then the seal for Exodia will be reset somewhere else. Back into the stone carvings. Behind where the seal is. And Deku feels an immense surge of power. And I'm going to explain the powers right now. So firstly, the 5 pieces of Exodia will actually have a different power set. That's right, I'm splitting it off into 5 powers. The head of Exodia, that you see right now, will hold the power of great knowledge, and Exodia will deliver that knowledge through Deku. But not only that, it will be more or less like a conduit for them to talk. Exodia doesn't really talk though. He actually just gives him his knowledge. And his knowledge is vast. But yeah. The left arm of Exodia. I couldn't really find just the picture itself without the text and the bottom piece like that. But yeah, the left arm will give him Exodia's Obliterate attack. Basically a beam of attack. So he can either set it to like a stun or obliterate. Like a one-hit killer if he wanted to. But he can monitor it like one for all. The right arm of Exodia will give him immense strength. And so he will be definitely stronger than All Might's strength. Hell, even stronger than Canon Deku. Yeah, I'm making this one OP. The left leg of Exodia will give him great speed, and so he will be faster than Ida's Reciproprest. And the right leg, this one I pondered a lot, but I'm just going to give it like a regen ability. I know it's weird to give a leg a regeneration, but it's the seal that's giving him the power. So, regeneration and great durability. He still has to work out his body though. But with Exodia's great magic in him, it will go more smoothly. And he can willingly break each of the seal's pieces to expose a certain piece of Exodia. So if he wants to break off, so the right arm of Exodia can be exposed if he temporarily breaks the seal for that. So the arm of Exodia will appear out like a portal. But for his ultimate attack, he can break all 5 to bring Exodia out. Kind of like how you see in the background of this picture. Like this exactly, almost. How he comes out through a portal. This picture I just found a moment ago, so I figured why not. And yeah, after that, Deku, well, was reborn in a sense. He is much more colder and still kind to some, but not all. To those who does no evil. So, he looks around and noticing the chains on his arms and legs. And even seeing an Ankh symbol, like the symbol you see on Exodia's chest, on his chest. Like a golden tattoo of it. That is a seal he has on him, too. He thinks, so, this is my power. So, this is my quirk now. Then he hears Exodia. No, child. This is no quirk. This is far greater than a quirk. This is the power of a forbidden god. I don't know if he is a god or not, but I'm making it so. Because why not? So, what now? He doesn't hear Exodia talking to him directly. Well, he has to hear him talk in the cave. He can't hear him outside the cave. Now that you will train for a very long time now. So, how long is it? So, to get a handle of your new powers. And that's what he does. For the next 9 years, I will say, he has been training rigorously. And the knowledge of Exodia is slowly coming into him. He doesn't get it right off the bat, no. He has to still work for that part. But his knowledge gaining is by the minute. He will eventually be as smart as Nezu, if not even smarter. But yeah, at the moment, I'm actually going to end it here. This is just kind of a start-off point for this. And I am planning on doing some other stuff today, so I may record another video today. After a while, of course. Because I've got a family thing to do, so I hope you guys can understand. Let me guys down below to tell me what you guys think of this so far. I kind of want an opinion on how to consume, if UA should be a college or not, so I can set up a different ship I'm thinking of. Or some other stuff, and yeah, that's all I really got for you guys so far. I will talk about the entrance exam later, and I hope you guys like this. Cyber Dragon out. Peace.